Teresa with PotomacBeads, and today we will work together on my quarter Tila lace bracelet. This bracelet is made only with seed beads, so as my previous design it's bead stash friendly. It's made from the same beads, so we can do two projects from one tube basically. And again, if you need any of those materials and you didn't do my previous design, you can head below the video into the description box where you'll find all the links if you need to purchase anything, gather your supplies, and we'll start working. So today we'll be working on my quarter Tila lace design. It can be done as a bracelet or as a choker, which actually looks very nice. When I did it for the first time, it didn't seem like a super cool design, but when you actually put it on your hand and on your wrist, it looks very nice, I must say. So I continued with it, and in the end I'm kinda happy with the result. You can also turn it into earrings. I have here a component I made where I just changed the numbering here, and then I want to add like a bracelet or drop here or something like that and finish it up. But today I'll be working on just a bracelet, or basically I'll teach you how to make the segment, and it's then up to you how many times you will repeat the segment and how long you will make your project. So you will need just a few different beads. All of them are seed beads, which is always good for you, I guess. And we'll be working with quarter Tilas, Miyuki quarter Tilas, Miyuki drops, Miyuki 15-ohs, and Miyuki 11-ohs. We will need just a very few of the 11-ohs. The rest is also, it's not that like a seed bead demanding quantity bracelet, so that's fine. And for clasp I want to add the K button, so it's a full total 100% glass, no metal, and I haven't used K button for a while, so I thought we would add it as a clasp. So I have here my bracelet, which is like ready for me to add the clasp. I will first show you how to make the segments, and then we will add the clasp later. We'll be working with beading thread. I wouldn't recommend wildfire because it would be too stiff. Again, we'll be using, here I have KO thread, but you can also use henna, 1G, whatever you're using. I heard the Sonokonosuke thread is popular, so it really is up to you. I'm working with the golden one, so you can see it again. And I prepared like an arm span long piece of thread. And we will start with the first, it looks like an eye to me, so with the first small segment. You can add stop bead. I prefer to start without a stop bead. And I don't know if you know that quarter Tilas have actually two sides. So if I put it like this, then you might actually see. I would put it closer, but the lens doesn't let me, so let's work with it like this. So here on the top there is a little bump, but only on one side. It's not so visible, so if you don't see it and if you don't care, just string the Tilas as you need. But for those detail-oriented freaks, I just want to show you that there is one little bump on one side, and that's like the front. That should be in the front. So I will try to string the beads like this through the left hole for me. So that was it. And we'll start with the first segment then. Like one one side of the segment has 6 quarter tilas and 5 15-ohs between them. So I'm putting 6 quarter tilas and I'm alternating them with the 15-ohs. So quarter tila, 15-oh, quarter tila, 15-oh, quarter tila, 15-oh, quarter tila, 15-oh, and quarter tila, 15-oh, that's 5, and 1 quarter tila. And yeah, like this. So I have 6 tilas and 5 15-ohs. That's one side, right? And we also immediately add the other side. So 1 quarter tila, 1 15-oh, second, third, fifth, oh, fourth, I can't count, fifth now, and last one. So like this. So now you should have 12 quarter tilas and 10 15-ohs strung like this. Slide them down towards the end of the thread, but leave like a 30 centimeters long tail so you can add clasp later and you don't have to add a new piece of thread. 30 centimeters should be fine. And spread the halves again, and from the other side go through the first half, through all the beads. Like so. So now you have one big circle, and before I pull it looks like this, and now I pull and you have the eye. Like so. The quarter tilas should be sticking out and it looks like this. And we'll add more beads now. So now it's time for the first 11-oh. So pick one 11-oh, this is Crystal Labrador full, and go to the quarter tila from the second half and also through all the beads of the second half. So, and now you will add the second 11-oh and go back again through the quarter tilas and the 15-ohs. It's just going in circles. You just need to know where to stop. This is not any particular stitch, it's just stringing and pull. So now we added the 11-oh later, so that there's like a sharp angle between these two tilas. That's like the only reason, because you might think that, yeah, hey, I will start with the 11-ohs there. Yes, you can, but then the angle here, it wouldn't create like the corners of the eye. So that's why we are adding the 11-ohs later. Now I want to go through the first 11-oh and we'll proceed upwards. So I will add 2 15-ohs and go up through the first quarter tila. Now I will add the drops. So between each quarter tila I will add 1 drop. So you will add 5 drops in total. One between each tila. Maybe a good thing to watch is that the Miyuki drops have different width of the base. So try not to use like all the wide ones on one side and all the thin ones on the other side. Try to find some balance and to make it basically look the same. So I have 5. See, there is one very wide one, so I won't be putting just the thin ones here. Or try to skip these and keep them for some other project, maybe like spiral rope or something like that, or just fringes, and use similar sizes. Now I will add again 2 15-ohs and going through the 11-oh here on the other side, adding 2 more 15-ohs and stepping up to the other side through the quarter Tila. Now I will add more of the drops. So first one, second one, third, four, 5. Now the last thing to do is to add 2 more 15-ohs also on the spot here. So I'm picking 2 15-ohs and I'm going through the 11-oh. This is one segment done. So this is one eye, let's call it an eye, and we'll make more. Now you need to make the semi-segment between the 2 of those. So like this little circle here in the middle. You can make it look prettier. Instead of these 2 11-ohs, you can put something else and make it a bit bigger, like a round or fire polished or something like that. You can maybe even put just 1 quarter Tila here. That would also work, I think. So that's also a possibility, and we will just add the 11-ohs and make it the same like it looks here. So I need to first go through these 2 11-ohs that are here. Sorry, the 15-ohs. I'm not sure what I said, the 15-ohs. And now I want to add 1 11-oh that will sit here. Then I want to add 2 15-ohs. 1 11-oh, which is the 11-oh across here, 2 more 15-ohs, and 1 more 11-oh. So I have these beads just shrunk. I'm also always looking for a word and making it worse. And go through the 15-ohs here on the other side, and also through the 11-oh and the 15-oh where you started from. So now we just added a few beads to make a circle. Now we need to get to this 11-oh. So I will continue going with my needle through the beads. Like so. Now I will add again the sequence of the quarter Tilas and the 15-ohs, and we will make another eye. So what I need to do now is add 12 quarter Tilas and 10 15-ohs. Again, like we did previously, alternating the beads. Trying to string as quickly as possible without making any mistakes. So it's the first half. Then I won't be adding the 11/0 because we want the sharp angle again, and I will immediately put on the quarter Tila of the second half and the 15/0. That is 4, 5, and 6. Quick check, yes. Like we did previously, I will go again through these beads here from the opposite direction. I won't go through the 11/0, but just through the quarter Tilas and 15/0. All of them. You don't have to do it at once. Yes. And pull hard or pull tight so that there's no gap here between the 11/0 and the quarter Tila. So that's what we wanted. We have the angles, and we will add now the 11/0 on this side. So I'm picking one 11/0 and I'm going through the other half, through the quarter Tilas and through the 15/0. There, and now I will also go through the 11/0. So we made more circles, just nudge a bit the Tilas so they are sticking outside. Yes. And now we will continue and we will add the drops. In the previous step we are adding here the two 15/0s, but they are already here. So I'm going through these two 15/0s. And then I will go up through the first quarter Tila. Like this. And again I'm adding the drops. So first, and through the quarter Tila, second drop, third, fourth, and fifth. Nice. Now we will add the 15/0s again like we did here on the side of the quarter Tila, so picking two 15/0s and going through the 11/0, and also on this side, so two 15/0s and up through the quarter Tila. And now we are again adding the drops, so 5 more drops adding to the design, one by one. Watch out for those knots. The thread as usual gets a little bit spirally. I don't know if it's a word. And the last one. And again, the 15/0s are already here from the previous circle, so I will go down through the 15/0s. And that's the second eye done. So now I need to get here so I can finish the circle and add more of the loops of the eyes. So I'm going through the 11-0 and just simply go again through the base, so through the 15-0s and the quarter tilas. Like so. And to add the second half of the circle, I will also go through the 11-0 and the two 15-0s here. And then it will continue like we did just now. It's all the same all the time, so I will pick now one 11-0 like we did previously, two 15-0s, 11-0, two 15-0s, 11-0, and go for the 15-0s and the 11-0. Yeah, so repeat like this until you have the length of the bracelet or the necklace you need. As I said, as a choker, it's amazing. It looks so good on the neck, so just a little tip there if you like chokers. And I will put this away and show you how to add the clasp on my bracelet on the crystal vitriol and gray version. For this version, I have here already the edged cup button, which is fairly new to our selection. I thought I would give it a try and let's see how it works, because it looks kind of fun. So I am working with the thread which I had here, so I continue with the long piece that was left. And if I can recommend, start with the side with the cup button, because then the cup button is there, and then it's easier for you to adjust to loop on this side, and it's easier for you to decide like how many beads you need for the clasp to hold the cup button in its place. So let's do this and let's start with the cup button. I actually haven't done this yet. I didn't count the number of beads, but I am fairly confident I'm gonna try. So I want to continue with the 15-0s, so it's not that big. And we also need to have in mind that the cup button needs to be like a bit further from the actual design, so there's a space for the loop to go around the cup button and to function as clasp. So I will add, I guess, 4 15-0s and then the cup button. Slide it down and this side. And as I can see, like if you hold it like this, I kind of think that 4 are too much. So let's go back and change it up a bit and do 3 15-0s instead of 4. So here you have like a class, how to add a clasp to your design when you don't know. So I'm doing 3 instead of 4, and that looks better. So now we need to add 3 more and go across to the other side. Yes, 3 are fine. And since we started with 3 here, we'll add 3 more on this side as well. And I will go to these 15-0s that are next to the quarter tila and pull. And that's it. You don't need anything crazy, you don't need anything super special. The only thing you need to do now is going at least 3 times, I guess, more. so that it holds in its place and to strengthen the design a bit. It's a clasp after all. There'll be a lot of moving around this part. So there was the second time. And we will go the third time. And we will move to the other side. So if you left a longer tail on the other side, that's very good for you because you can work with that. I don't have that because I wasn't smart. Now this is a bit tricky. The angles are not in my favor. Yeah, so let me finish this so you don't have to watch me struggle. And then we'll move over here to this side. I need a longer tail, so I will add more thread for me. And then we will add the loop for the clasp. So I'm ready on the other side. Again, my thread is coming out of the 15-0s, and I already have here, and you should too, this little shape like a V shape, and I think we could like continue with it and make a loop. So that should be fun. And we need to make just a loop, just a simple one, just string the beads. You can choose if you want to add a 15-0s or 11-0s. I try to continue with the 15-0s so we don't break like the sizing. So now all I need to do is to thread enough beads to create a circle. And I have no clue whatsoever currently how many beads I need. So this will be like a guessing game. So now I have 11, 12. I have 12, 16, 20, 15-0s. So, and that doesn't seem nearly enough. So I'm adding more. Let's go with 25. This is how you test it, so let's go with the needle just through the 15-0s. And we have something like this. And now we want to try to close the clasp. Hold tight this end of the thread and try to pull it over. And it's not enough. So I will test more. I will just come up of the 15-0s, add more beads, and do it repeated like this. You don't have to watch that, I think. And then when I find the right number, I will tell you, and we will finish it. So in the end, I have 28 beads, 28 15-0s, plus the 4 15-0s here that were already there in the 1 11-0. And at first, when it was when I just tested it, it seemed a bit loose. But keep in mind that when you go more than once through the loop to strengthen it, the loop will tighten up and it will get a bit smaller. So now, although it was loose, now it's perfectly fine. And the button goes through and it works. And I'm also not afraid that it will opens up on its own. So that's what I want. And I went twice already through the loop. So I will go for the third time. And then I will just knot off the thread. And then it's done. So this is it. This was a very easy project. just from seed beads. I think I will finish my purple / silver version and make it as a choker and try to wear it, how it will behave on the neck. Yeah, like this. I will go somewhere a bit further and there I will knot off the thread somewhere towards the middle. So I picked the threads which were between the beads. I made a loop. I went through the loop twice and now I'm carefully pulling it so there are no threads visible, and I'm going away from the knot. Maybe. Yes. Just a few beads so that you're not cutting the thread next to the knot, which would cause, of course there's a knot in the end. Yes, cut it. And it's done. So this is it. This is the quarter Tila lace bracelet, and we used 15 O's, 11 O's, quarter Tila's Miyuki drops and 1 cup button. A size 12 needle I was using, but you can use size 12 too. Oh, sorry, size 10 too, because we don't go that many times through the beads. There's 1 cup button as a clasp, and we were beading with Miyuki KO thread. And if you have any questions, comment on the video, ask us via messenger, via email, whatever you like. You can purchase everything you need. Just go below the video into the description box if you can't find it on your mobile devices. There is a little down pointing arrow. Just click on it and you should find it. The description is always there, so it should be fine. And yeah, what color? I forgot the colors. So this is Crystal Betrayal. It's my favorite color. This is the matted version. The same goes for the drops. This is the classic Crystal Betrayal Miyuki's check coating, not matted, the shiny version. Then we have the Miyuki Tilas, and I always forget the name. The quarter Tilas, I really don't remember, but it will be in the description. And the new, also Crystal Betrayal, the edged cup button. It's amazing, it looks really great. And I think sometime it will get some shine to it. And the other version, that was Crystal Labrador full for the drops and the 11 O's. The 15 O's were also my favorite. Duracoat, not this one, Duracoat Eggplant. I don't have the tube here. Oh, I do. Yes, Duracoat Galvanized Eggplant, very nice color. That goes very well with these Tilas. I just opened the pack, so that's amazing color. It's called Light Amethyst Gold Luster, so that's amazing. I actually did a lot of quarter Tilas to our website, so check it out. There are so many colors. I want to keep all of them because they are so beautiful. So thank you very much for watching. Post the pictures into our Facebook group. We always love to see them. We always love to see what you make with our tutorials. It makes us happy and proud, and it actually makes our job worthy, which feels amazing. So have a nice day, and thank you very much for watching, and see you some other time with some other tutorial of mine.